Hey everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge here to discuss some Seattle Seahawks action. As we are about to preview the 2018 season. Okay, so, God, alright, where do I begin? We don't really need to mention the players that left, right? We don't really need to do that. Okay, well, there have been some updates since the last Seahawks video I posted. Cam Chancellor's on the PUP list. More than likely he is going to retire. One of our linebackers that we barely had for a year, almost for a full year, Joshua Perry, he is retiring after his 6th concussion. He is 26 or 24 years old. So yeah, the Seahawks are going through a bit of a interesting patch in recent times, in recent times at least, and get J.R. S.C.Y back, so at least a little bit of, I don't know, that O-line still worries me. And honestly, when you really look deep into the schedule and the strength of schedule for the Seahawks, it's not that great. I'm going to read you the schedule for the next 16 games. But you guys are going to really see like what I mean by strength of schedule. So, first, this is the first 4 games. For the Seahawks. At Broncos, at Denver, right? At Broncos, at Bears in Chicago, versus the Cowboys at home, at fucking Arizona against the Cardinals. You're already on the road 3 out of the 4 games in pretty much the first month. That is absolutely insane. And you go against the Rams at home on week 5, and then a bye week, and fucking Raiders in England. Okay, Raiders in England. You know what NFL in England means to me? That pretty much means your team got relegated to irrelevance. Okay? And I know Raiders fans are going to get their panties in a bunch, and I'm pretty sure some Seahawks fans are going to get their panties in a bunch, but to be honest, when your team is kind of an irrelevant, maybe 8-8, 9-7 kind of team, and they haven't really hit their stride at all for the last maybe few seasons, yeah, they're going to get sent to England because they are stuck in stagnancy. Look at what Jacksonville and Miami were doing a couple of seasons ago. I mean, Jacksonville was kind of the quintessential London team for quite some time. So, I don't know, man. Is Seattle getting relegated? I have a feeling they are, and in a weird way, right? And so, once they come back in week number 8 or week number 7, whatever the fuck, it doesn't matter, at Detroit, I think Detroit got stronger, and they are going to be having a bit of a fucking issue with dealing with them. And then I'm just going to read it off from here. Chargers at home, at LA Rams, at home against the Packers, at the Panthers in Carolina, at home against the 49ers, at home against the Vikings, at San Francisco against the 49ers, Cardinals at home, and the Colts at home. So, my estimates, I have the Seahawks either being a 9-7 or an 8-7-1. Okay? Reason why I say 8-7-1, for some fucking reason, some fucking way, in overtime, the Seahawks just doesn't get their shit right. And, you know, a lot of you might be sitting here, maybe watching this, thinking, this guy has no real source or evidence. You're right, I don't. I'm just basing this off of team patterns, team history, lack of personnel, management in terms of how the management culture inside the Seattle locker room has changed, and the fact that you pretty much had a complete rehaul of your whole secondary, pretty much. And also add to the fact that Earl Thomas III is going through a fucking contract holdout. Yeah. I don't think this is a great year for the Seahawks. I really don't. I think we might just have to settle in for 8-8, boys and girls, okay? And it's not all bad. I don't say it's all bad, because this is kind of the hallmark of being a fan, right? You go through the fucking rough patches. But who knows? Maybe the Seahawks might prove me wrong. You know, those 2 Griffin boys, they might be doing something, man. I mean, Russell Wilson is still a stud. 34 touchdowns last season. 35 if I'm not mistaken, but I want to say 34. Most touchdowns for a quarterback last season. I know Doug Baldwin was reported injured, but he might be back for week 1, and there's all these question marks going into the season, and honestly, man, 3rd in the NFC West is as far as I think we'll go, and we're just going to have to see. I think we're just going to have to see, because, again, it is early, but I want to do this prediction out early, a month ahead. So You guys like that shit? You know, let me fucking fill you in on some more shit at the Sky Lounge. You know, check all the links in the description below. Comment, subscribe. Now fuck off.